My name is Paul Gashero, working at Nature Kenya, the East African Natural History Society. Over many years, Nature Kenya has been working with members, has been able to contribute to the conservation of the marine sector within the Kenyan boundaries. This has been through the Key Biodiversity Area Program, where sites have been identified on the basis of birds, where we have 4 key biodiversity areas off the coast of Kenya, which span between the marine and part of the terrestrial intertidal zone. These sites, identified on the basis of birds, have been monitored for a long time, looking at water birds, migratory birds, monitored every year between January and February, documenting birds, and we have been able to see how these sites are important for the conservation of terrestrial birds, migratory birds, which move within this coastal region of our country, off the coast of the Indian Ocean. These sites, as a result of this information, these sites have improved, it has improved the site's conservation profile, where we have had sites like Mida Creek being included as part of the Man and Biosphere Reserve under the UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and other sites like Tana River Delta being recognized as Ramsar sites in 2012. In the recent past, Nature Kenya has supported management planning of some of this marine ecosystem, like Sabaki River mouth and Mida Creek and Tana River, and this has been instrumental to include these sites within the Kenyan policy framework for the conservation of these sites. Most recently, working within the Blue Economy framework in the country, we have been aiming towards identifying other marine key biodiversity areas off the coast of our country. This is ongoing work, and when it's completed, the world will know more about it. Further to this, we have key actions being implemented on these sites, including restoration of these key biodiversity areas, especially in the intertidal zone, working with beach management units, restoration of the mangrove ecosystem, where we have restored to at least 100 hectares of mangrove ecosystems within our coastal region, as well as supporting in planning of these sites through management planning, which guides the conservation efforts within this location, including local empowerment through looking at incentives that support communities. For example, in Mida Creek and Sabaki River mouth, we are supporting local communities in ecotourism to train them to have capacity in guiding people or guiding tourists, as well as improving infrastructure that support ecotourism ventures like boardwalks. And most recently, having completed a 200 meters boardwalk in Sabaki River mouth with support from the Nairobi Convention Fund of Western Indian Ocean. This is providing a good incentive for local communities to be able to yield benefits from the coastal region marine ecosystem within our country. And this is part within the national framework of providing incentives and including of these sites within the national policy framework for the sustainability and conservation of these locations. Thank you.